Hey guys, it is your freaking host Titi, and of course, you know, as always, I'm excited to be here with you guys today. I hope you guys had a wonderful, quiet, peaceful, restful weekend, and I hope that your week is off to a great start. I had a good weekend, maybe not too quiet, but it was good. And my week is, it's been okay, productive, getting things done. And I hope to get more things done. But before I get more things done, I want to come here and talk to you guys about an interesting topic, which is knowing your self worth. A lot of people are struggling with that, and I think it's because of, due to certain experiences, trauma, environments, a lot of factors. Yeah, so I see a lot of people like struggling with things like that, with knowing their self-worth because they think they do not deserve good things, because people or that that have hurt them, or that brought them up, whatever, has, these people have actually kind of instilled it in you, making you feel like you don't deserve good things. But I'm here to tell you that everybody, and I know like some people say, oh, this person don't deserve good things because they did me dirty or whatnot. Now everybody, everyone deserves something good. Now if you willingly, you know because I don't think people understand that what they do actually affects what happens in their life. Like, if you're putting bad outside, if you're putting bad into the universe, bad comes back to you. That is your own self doing, not me. Now, I'm telling you, you deserve good. So if you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get it. But naturally, I think everyone deserves something good. So let's talk about, knowing your self worth. That is you accepting that, you're valuable just because just because you're existing, just because you're waking up and breathing. You're going to sleep, waking up, breathing today. I'm valuable. I exist. So that's you knowing your self worth, right? Um, Also, knowing your self-worth is, understanding who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, without external factors, not thinking about, oh, what would people say, um what people's expectations of you are, without caring any of that. All right, we're going to my little note here. um Self worth. And it's also like, self respect and accepting yourself for who you are. I know, I've spoken about self respect so many times, and that's because every topic I talk about starts with self respect. If you don't respect yourself, you cannot love yourself, you cannot know your self worth, you cannot set boundaries, you cannot stand your ground. Name all the topics I've spoken about. Look at it, everything still has to do with self-respect, right? So yeah, it's just accepting yourself, knowing that you're not perfect. I am not perfect. I have flaw. I have flaws, right? I'm not flawless. That's what I wanted to say. And then I said I have flaws. Okay, whatever. So I am not flawless. Okay, I have flaws. You have flaws. And also accepting that part of me. Okay. Um, Another thing is the resilience that comes with you know, not caring about other people's opinion. People are gonna make you feel like you don't deserve something good. they project their own insecurities onto you. It's your job to not accept it. It's your job to not take it. It's your job to tell yourself and be like, "Nah, this is not me. This is their own projection, and I am not going to let it affect me." Right? So the resilience that comes with knowing your self worth is really really great. Um, let's talk about how it helps you align with your values. Knowing your self worth helps you align with your values in the sense that this is what works for you. These are the things that you will not negotiate, right? These are the things that sit well with you. And because of that, because you know your self-worth, you hold on to those things and not let the fact that, oh, actually I love that person and I'm gonna let them disrespect. Mm-mm-mm. You are not gonna accept that. So knowing your self-worth helps with that, helps you align with your values. And what is let's look at, the benefits of knowing your self-worth. I think the first thing is how it helps you build your confidence. I know I always talk about, you know, self-confidence. I think the I think when I spoke about standing your ground, how I talked about you being confident actually helps you stand your ground. This is it. Self-worth helps you build your confidence. Confidence helps you stand your ground. And you see how they're all connected, right? Hmm, they're all connected. That's why every time I talk about a same topic, it looks like, I'm singing because I've said this over and over again. But they're connected and I cannot help it, you know? So, knowing your self-worth helps you to set boundaries. If you want to stay sane, okay? When I say sane, I mean that if you want to be at peace, it's really important to set boundaries. You can look at the previous episodes I have on, standing your ground or setting boundaries or whatnot. It's really important. And when you know your self-worth, because you understand what your values are, you tend to set boundaries, and that way you're passing the message to people and saying that I accept this, I don't accept this, right? It's really important to do that if you want to stay sane, if you want to stay safe, and if you want to have healthier relationship, you know also, this one is the hardest, and I think is the hardest because a lot of people fear being um rejected. But when you know your self-worth and you love yourself, you will be able to accept being rejected, right? It's like, oh, something doesn't sit right with you, and then you pass the message to whoever is crossing the line, overstepping the boundaries, and then they get upset because of that. They leave. You shut the door. That's how it should be. You will be fine with shutting the door because you love yourself, because you know your worth. Okay. Um, First of all, if anyone is getting upset because you would not accept their craziness, their stupidity, their whatever it is, then they don't belong in your life. They shouldn't be in your life. And I keep saying this over and over again because people don't want to listen. I know you love this person. You want this person. You cannot see the what do they call those, the red flags because you have rose tinted glasses on, right? So you tend to accept the disrespect or whatever it is. I have been there, okay? So this is no judgment because I would be a hypocrite if I'm here judging anybody because I have been there, done that, and I'm happy that I'm not there and I'll never be there anymore. So that's why I'm able to talk about this, you know. It's okay to be rejected. Sometimes those rejections are blessings. It's like you don't even see it until after being rejected, and you're like, wait a minute. Hmm. So I've actually been accepting that nonsense. I've been, sitting in that situation that has been messing up my mental health. You do not want to do that to yourself. I promise you, you don't. Um, let's talk about how it increases motivation and helps you focus. When you know your self-worth, I think you find it easy to do some certain things, right? You in fact don't need that motivation. It's like knowing, for example, let's say you want to choose a healthy lifestyle, knowing that okay, I want to focus on, you know my personal growth, my physical growth, my health, whatever it is, because you know that you're worthy of doing that. You find it very easy to do things like that. And not just finding it easy, but you also find it easy to focus, you know, in getting those things done, because of course you're like, I need to get this done, and then you focus and then you work on getting those things done. What else do I have on my back pocket? Let's talk about your mental health. A lot of people are struggling mentally, and it is so sad. And I had to like put that at the bottom because I want you to really, really hear this. You are worthy, and I don't want your situation to make you feel like you're not. I don't want what you've been through to make you feel like you're not. I don't want the fact that you have allowed some negative people into your life and they've made you feel like you're not worthy to make you think that you're not worthy. You are worthy of love, you are worthy of good things, you are worthy of, name it, all the good things life has to offer. You are worthy. Please, please, for the sake of your mental health, know your self worth. Know your self worth. It's really important. Excuse me. I like my coffee dark. So, know your self worth. And I just wish, how you think that, you just want to like make people see something, make people really, really see something. But again, you can force a horse to the water or riverside, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. Is this situation? I can talk and talk all day and let you know how you're worthy, but if you don't see it, it's you're not gonna see it. So it starts with you. My job here is just to kind of let you see it, or is to let you see it. It's your job to accept it. You're worthy. And I really want people to take their mental health seriously. It took me a while. It took me like a really long time to actually see and feel what peace feels like. And it's like as soon as I got to that place where I now understand what peace feels like, I've just been stuck there. And I have been so overprotective of that piece because I'm not giving it away for anything. No. And I really want that for you. I really want you to feel what peace feels like. Like genuine peace. Peace that even when things are going bad, you're still at peace knowing that, you know, things are going to be good, and know that this is a phase, it will pass. I want you to be at peace to the extent that when people are saying things, you don't even care, because that's not what you think about yourself. You know yourself. You know, what you believe about yourself, and you're not gonna let what other people think impact your feelings and thoughts about yourself. Mm-mm. It's like anyone can say whatever they want about me. I don't care. Oh my god. I am so serious right now. I do not care, because I have an idea. I have thoughts. I have understanding of myself, and I know what I think about myself. I know what I feel about myself. I am so confident about I'm so confident about my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs about myself. So please feel free to say whatever you want. I don't care. All right. So please, let's work on improving our mental health. Knowing your self-worth helps you to do that. Okay. Um, what are the strategies? Because of course, I'm gonna talk about the strategies for knowing your self-worth. Um, First is being compassionate, being self-compassionate. Okay, it's like you are being patient with yourself. You are taking it one day at a time, and understanding that we're not perfect, and and it's okay to also learn from our mistakes, right? So be patient with yourself. Let's talk about, I understand that a lot of people, when we just, have any small wins, we just be like, "Ugh, it's just little." So we don't tend to celebrate that win. Well, if you don't celebrate the small wins, I think you're going to miss the big ones when they happen, because you're not going to see it. So it's really important to celebrate your achievements, whether small or big. Any achievement is an achievement to me in my own book. So I do encourage you to celebrate your wins. I sighed because I know you people are tired of me saying this, but it's really important to set and respect your boundaries. Okay. Um, Knowing your self worth. If you really want to know your self worth, it's important to like set boundaries, because that's you respecting yourself and knowing that you're not gonna you can let me tell you, you cannot accept everything. You cannot. So it's really important that you set those boundaries and you respect them yourself, that way other people can respect those boundaries, because you need to let them know that this is what I'm worthy of. And that's because you know your self worth. So you need to let them know that this is what you're worthy of. And that way they better respect it. And I know our mind is kind of funny. We tend to like have negative thoughts, negative, beliefs. And that's because we let other people's opinion, impact our thoughts and opinion about ourselves. We let our environment play, that role as well. But whenever you are, having thoughts like, "Oh, I don't deserve that," or stuff like that, you need to find ways to like, stop having those thoughts. The mind is funny, you know you tend to like attract what you're thinking. So it's really important to like let go of anything negative. And that's why you want to surround yourself with positive people, positive things. In fact, you may want to use affirmations. Whatever it is, okay? I tell you something. I am so big when it comes to what I feed my mind, what I surround myself with, because it's really important for me. Now I'm better. Before I overthink a lot. So because I want to make sure that my mind is always in the right space. I always have to, stay grounded, surround myself with something with positive things and all this, good things. So I'm really, really encouraging you to do the same as well. Um, Pursuing personal growth. Think about, you may not have the resources to like, maybe you want to go to school. You may not have the resources to do that. You may want to start in a little way. Let me tell you something. There's there's some things that I learned by just going on YouTube and just typing it in, and then it comes out, and it could be an hour long. I sit there with my pen, and that's a free class. I'll take it. Why not? And I just want to encourage you. It may not be school. It may be anything. Maybe you just want to, you know, grow in some same way. Even if you don't have the resources, I promise you there are places you just take your time to research. There are places like, YouTube, with lots of free resources for you to like, grow, help yourself with your personal growth. And even the more you do that, the more confident you become, right? Let's talk about being grateful, practicing gratitude. Be grateful to yourself, be grateful to the people who, are helping you in this journey. Whatever it is that you believe in, God, I believe in God. So I'm always grateful to God Almighty for, these experiences, for these opportunities. So, yeah, I do encourage you to practice gratitude. Be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more you get. That one I believe in for sure. I believe that, if you're thankful for the things that you have, if you're thankful for what you just got, that more will come your way. And I believe in that, and it has always worked for me. Um, what are the challenges that people face when it comes to like knowing their self worth? Wait for it. Comparing yourself with other people, it sets you up for failure. I know that because I did that. I used to compare myself, most especially like people that are even younger than me, that achieved more than me. I'd be like, do they have two heads? Like, how? You know, but it doesn't work that way. If you sit down and compare yourself to others, you're not going to move forward in life, because there are people who are even far younger than you and they have achieved a lot. But you need to keep moving. You need If you stay stuck and not keep moving, how do you want to achieve those things? You know, it doesn't work that way. So I encourage you to stop comparing yourself with other people. I did mention that a lot of people think they don't deserve good things, or they don't know, they're finding it hard with knowing their self-worth because of the experiences they've had in the past. And people are still struggling with that. People are still facing those challenges, letting their trauma be letting their trauma define them. I'm not saying, I'm not s- I'm not to put this. I'm not saying, I'm not saying don't I'm not saying don't acknowledge your trauma. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying don't let your trauma be you. Don't be your trauma. Um Understand that everything is working for you and not to you. Let your trauma make you a better person. Stand up today and work on yourself. Let your trauma make you a better person, and make you feel like you cannot get something good in life, because that is a big lie. That is a big lie. And that is the big lie that your trauma, these people that are hurting you, or these people that hurt you, or these people that are whatever it is, those are the lies they want you to believe. And now, are you going to believe that lie? Are you going to believe those lies? Or are you going to pick yourself up and tell yourself that I deserve good, and I'm going to be good? Think about it today. Um, Also, you need to understand that nobody is perfect. Nothing is perfect. I learned the hard way, trying to make everything perfect, perfect. It doesn't work that way. If you try to make things perfect, you're gonna get stuck in things that you're supposed to be done with and move forward to the next. You're just gonna keep having delays because you're trying to make something that is already that already looks good, just because you're trying to make it look perfect. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So be easy on yourself and understand that nobody's perfect. Okay. And this one, a lot of people like to do to please other people. Hmm. If you're a people, if let me put it this way, if you're a people pleaser, you're not doing yourself a favor. Hmm. Because even these people that you're trying to please, they don't care. You can move mountains. You can move heaven and earth. You can move everything in this world for these people, and they don't care. They're still going to disappoint you. They're still going to try to bring you down. And then guess what? You mess up your mental health for these people who don't care. They don't care one bit. And I learned the hard way. And I hope you don't have to learn the hard way. I hope that you listen, and today you make better choices and better decisions of not trying to please other people. And also, I know, as somebody who actually fears failing, man, I've had to, like, you know, work on the fact that life is life. I cannot always get it all the time. So because of that, I still go ahead and get things done, because if you fear failure, you're not going to get anything done, because now you're going to be like, what if I fail? Okay, but what if you don't fail? you know think about it. Just think about it. What if you do not fail? What if what you did comes out really, really successful? Think about it. But you're not going to know until you do it. You're not going to know until you do it. So think about it. Don't let the fear of failure get into your way. No. All right. So let's talk about building self worth in our daily life, which I already spoke about. Affirmations. Affirmations go a really, really long way. Practice affirmation. If you want to write things on sticky note and put it like on, see, I have my vision board there. I have my affirmations on there. I do that. Practice it. Tell yourself you're worthy. Okay. Um I have a coloring book on Amazon that I made. It's about so it's affirmation coloring book. So while you're coloring, you also have affirmations on the pages. So if you want to take a look at it, go ahead. It's on my Amazon page. Um yeah, it's coloring affirmation book. Practice affirmations daily. Celebrate the small wins. To me, as I mentioned, every win is a win. So celebrate yourself. Any accomplishment, celebrate it. Learn to say no if you know that you don't have the energy, the capacity, the resources to get something done. Say no. If they're gonna get mad, let them get mad. And first of all, if they're gonna get mad because you're choosing your mental health, then maybe they don't deserve to be in your life. Maybe. I'm just saying, you know, learn to say no. And also set your personal goals, know like what you want to do, what you want to achieve, know, and once you set them, also, write plans on how you want to accomplish these goals, right? It's really important because that's those things help make it easy for you to know your self-worth, knowing the things that you want to achieve. And anyway, in conclusion, guys, what I have been rumbling about is for you to know your self-worth, is for you to love yourself enough to not be in situations that will mess up your well-being. Because over here we only talk about our mental health, we only talk about you know being in a right state of mind. We only talk about how we dump things that mess up our peace into the trash, right? So anything that is against you, any person in your life that is making you feel like you don't deserve anything good, you know, they shouldn't be in your life. You should walk away from situations like that. I'm just saying, you don't have to accept what I'm saying, but I'm just sharing my own personal experiences with you and how I've had to learn the hard way, and I don't want you to do that. But again, I know some people like learning the hard way, and I'm also here for that as well. Because you still learn at the end of the day. You just choose how to go through that learning process. Anyway, I am going to stop right here, my friends. I hope you continue to maintain your peace of mind and continue to stay safe and sane, as I always say. And I will be back we'll meet on the next episode, as always. I hope you guys take care of yourself. And this is where I say bye bye.